Hey everyone, welcome back to the part 2 of the bookbinding. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to mark and punch sewing holes on a book cover. Let's get started. First, we need to prepare a cardstock template to mark our sewing holes. Cut a piece of cardstock to the size of your book cover. Measure and mark the same vertical distance we marked on the signatures on the template, but extend 1 inch horizontal distance into the book cover. This will ensure our holes are aligned perfectly. Now carefully punch holes on the template. Now align the cardstock template with the book cover. Make sure the holes on the template align with the signature holes. Next, we need to punch the holes. Carefully punch holes at the marked spots on the book cover using the template. Take your time to ensure they're accurate. When you're doing the back cover, make sure to align the template on the opposite side of the cover. Now insert eyelets into the punch holes. Using the crocodile tool, securely attach the eyelets to the book cover. This will reinforce the holes and make the sewing process smoother. For the threads, you can use 3-ply or 4-ply depending on the thickness of the inside pages. Today, I'm using 3-ply double thread to sew the book. Double threading gives extra strength to the binding. If you're using a thicker thread, single threading will be sufficient. For the length of thread needed, I have 7 signatures and 2 covers. So I measure the vertical distance of one signature 9 times and then double the amount since I'm using double threading. To prevent unnecessary tangling while sewing, you can wax the thread using the candle if you are using an unwaxed thread. Just run the thread along the side of the candle a few times. You can use beeswax or paraffin wax for this process. Now it's the time for signing the signatures. Stack the first signature on the cover page. Then run the needle from inside to outside first. If you are a beginner, holding the book cover like this will be much easier. Send the needle through the cover, loop around the stitch and back through the signature. Make a knot to securely tighten the first hole. When you're pulling the thread, make sure it doesn't get tangled with the pages, as this can often result in tearing them. If you ever wondered why this method is called Coptic binding, it's because it was developed by early Christian Copts in Egypt around the 2nd century AD. Known for its chain stitching technique, Coptic binding allows books to open flat, making them easier to read and copy. Originally used for religious texts, this method was crucial in preserving and making important manuscripts accessible. When you reach the final hole, take the other signature and stack it on the top. Send the needle through the first hole into the signature. Now go out of the second hole and loop through the last stitch on the first signature. Keep repeating these steps until you reach the last signature. Stitching the signatures in bookbinding can be messy and frustrating at first. If you have trouble keeping the thread from tangling and knots are hard to fix, you're not alone. That's why it's important to use a wax thread. It can also be tricky to keep the stitches even and tight at first while keeping multiple signatures aligned. This will eventually get easier with practice. I treat bookbinding as a meditation because simply binding a book can make you more patient and resilient. To bind the final signature and cover to the book, start by aligning the signature with the cover and hold them firmly together. This step could be tricky, so take your time here. Begin by inserting the needle through the cover. And loop through that stitch. Now loop it back through the last stitch of the previous signature. Pass the needle inside through the first hole and out through the second. Now we are first looping through the stitch of the last signature and then into the cover. Loop through the cover and into the signature. Now keep repeating the same steps. Finally, tie a secure knot and trim the excess thread. Hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If so, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more awesome projects. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.